I'm Lori Rischer, and welcome to Rockstar Health and Fitness. Today's guest jumped on a plane in Vancouver this morning so he could stop by Rockstar Health and Fitness. He's the lead singer and songwriter of one of Canada's biggest pop rock bands. They've had 3 consecutive double platinum albums, 10 consecutive #1 videos, and had the biggest arena tour last year, 2010. And I have to say, in my 20 years as a music business executive, they are one of my favorite, funniest, most talented bands I've ever worked with. Today in the Rockstar Lounge, we have from Hedley, Jake Hoggard in the house.
I've come a long, long way, made a lot of mistakes, but I'm breathing, that's right, and I made it.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Lori.
How was your flight?
My flight was fast because I was sleeping.
That helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Early morning flights are great. You just treat it like breakfast. Straight to bed.
You didn't have to change time zones.
I didn't have to change, period.
No luggage.
Nope.
Well, we appreciate you being here, that's for sure.
Thanks for having me.
And we want to know more about your new album.
Oh man, this is really exciting actually for us. It's our 4th record, and by far it's our most developed record. We put a lot of time and thought into the concept of it, and it's called Stormy. And the cool thing about that is there's a few different songs throughout the record that have a lot to do with the title. So there's a real cohesiveness about this record that I like.
About the weather?
It's not so much about the weather, but the fact that everybody goes through storms.
No, absolutely.
And so, yeah, so it means a lot to us because there's been a lot going on with the band over the last couple of years. And, we've all been through things, whether it's personally or, as a band together that, have really sort of spoken to us in our lives. So this record is a lot about what we've been able to go through as well, as much as it is also about what everybody goes through.
Well, I love your new single, Invincible. And
cool.
I got to tell you, it's in heavy rotation on my iPod.
Awesome.
And I hike regularly. And that's one, when I get to the hard part of the hill, I throw that on repeat and I'm like,
that's a hiker.
Flying up the mountain. And
it's definitely a hiker.
It's just got such a beautiful message.
Yeah.
And when you sent me the video, of course it made me cry. It was so beautiful.
Sorry. We shot for about almost 30 hours and we did it over 2 days. And the second day, we spent it just on the streets of Vancouver interviewing people, just people we'd find. So it was nice to kind of be in our home city and just dragging people off the streets at all walks of life, asking them about their day and how things are going.
It's like a research project.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I've been on the road with you quite a bit, so I know health and fitness is important to you and that you're very physically fit, obviously. So what can you tell us about your health and fitness both on and off the road?
Well, touring for us is really demanding. We have a pretty physically extensive show, and we normally do an hour and a half a night on a regular basis, and that requires a lot. I think for me as well, especially because I do a lot of running around and I do a lot of singing at the same time, and anyone who's ever been jogging and tried to sing at the same time will realize that it's quite incapacitating pretty quickly. But so for me, I'm pretty driven to stay fit and to stay healthy so that I can perform to, the best of my ability.
Stamina.
Yeah.
The stuff you do on stage, he does everything from backflips to splits to handstands on the piano. And
yeah, it's a lot.
It's quite entertaining.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun, too, to do it, but it definitely takes a lot out of you, and to be able to do that on a nightly basis and have the energy to get up and get out of bed and do another day and finish it off like that takes a lot. It's definitely the most physically demanding process I've ever been through touring, which, for some people can be quite easy if you just sit back and play the guitar and party every night.
All right, so while you're here, will you show us a couple things? Maybe something in the kitchen and in the gym?
Totally. We should go get cooking. We should go hang out in the gym. I'm loving it. I'm glad I'm here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Well, coming up next, we'll see what Jake's going to show us. We're here in the kitchen with Jake, and he's going to teach us one of his favorite healthy recipes. What do you got?
Well, actually, I was thinking about what the best healthy recipe I could come up with would be, and normally, just because life can be so busy, you often don't have time to...
And that's an important factor of our show. We like things that are quick and easy because everybody's really busy.
Everybody is really busy, and I can be really busy. Between sleeping and video games, it's hard to find, something to eat. So I have a small garden at home, and I try to just sort of forage out of that as much as possible, and there's quite often a lot of tomatoes and basil growing, and my goats right now aren't producing cheese at home, so
it's not cheese season?
No, cheese season is not till later in the spring, but so right now I picked up some bocconcini cheese from the store, but It's a simple salad, and it takes 2 minutes to make. You cut up a bunch of tomatoes, cut up a bunch of cheese, and sprinkle a bunch of basil on top. You can add cucumbers, you can add anything fresh when you think of a salad to make it any taste.
I gotta tell you, we've had a lot of fun recipes on this show. This looks the best I've ever seen.
Really?
This is incredible.
It looks, I want to eat it all right now.
And you know what else I'm really happy about? I just bought a basil plant and it's kind of taken over my kitchen.
This is the
And I don't
perfect climate for a basil
cook enough to really incorporate all basil, so now I know I can have a delicious, healthy basil salad.
I have a big basil plant outside, and I always run my hands through it when I come to the house or leave because it smells so nice and fresh. It's probably my favorite herb. It's very Italian. So this is all food I grew up eating.
And it smells good. It makes the whole kitchen
yeah,
smell
absolutely.
delicious.
Very fragrant, especially once you add some oil and vinegar, a little bit of salt. That's all you need, and that's all the flavor you need. That's how I've been dressing salads since I was a kid. Wow. Oil, vinegar, salt.
Nice job. All right, so next up, Jake's going to show us his favorite fitness routine.
Right after we power down this entire salad.
Should I be afraid?
No, absolutely not. Have
Okay.
you ever done exercise on a full belly?
I have actually.
Yeah, me too. It's
All right,
awesome.
well, let's try it.
Okay.
Let's go.
In these streets, you'll be a fool to take a seat. You got one.
We're here in the fitness room with Jake, and he's going to show us some of his secret moves.
Whoa.
What do you got up your sleeve?
Well, geez, I don't know. I'm not wearing sleeves, so that cancels out all of those ideas.
You have them
But,
built in.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I don't spend a lot of time in a gym or doing actual exercising.
You have
but
an active lifestyle,
absolutely.
so that helps.
I have a very active lifestyle. I spend a lot of time cycling or running around, and you know, when I'm in a hotel room and feeling a little lazy, I'll do some sit-ups and push-ups, and there's a really practical ways of keeping yourself fit and keeping your core nice and
And
exercise.
sit-ups are good for several reasons, especially for singers,
Sit-ups
because
are-
they help all your diaphragm and all the muscle, your
Absolutely.
singing apparatus.
Your abdomen is not just important for your balance and your core strength, but also for singing, for breathing properly with your diaphragm. All of those muscles around your lungs and your diaphragm are what are supposed to help you breathe and what are supposed to help you project in the first place. So,
And it prevents
keeping,
back injuries.
Absolutely.
Keeping your core strong.
Strength.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so some sit-ups. Try. This is a really easy one, and I do it sometimes while yelling, and it's a really good way to make yourself throw up. Because anytime you're trying to do both at the same time, it's kind of difficult. But this is a classic little guy here, and you should totally try it with me, Lori. I'm falling, but it's that's an easy way to do it.
All right, will you show me how to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And start going with your right elbow to your left leg. And then just keep...
Like this?
Yeah. If you can keep balance like this, which is the hardest part.
Am I doing it right?
You're doing it better than me.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm not screaming.
No, you haven't tried it.
I don't want to scream.
No, why don't
I'll
you
fall
first?
over if I scream. Don't do
With
it.
my elbow. But it's good, it's hard, right?
It's
I'm
hard.
tired. I'm the second it's
Feel
over.
it. Okay, now let me ask you this. Will you take a request?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one of my favorite things about Jake, and having been on the road, I've seen you bust out handstands in the middle of gas station parking lots, in hotel lobbies, in radio station conference room. Will you teach us how to do handstands?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just another balance thing, too, which is why your core is so important. But you could do it up against the wall if you don't want to.
So what do you, okay.
I just
Break
kind
it
of
down
go
for us.
all in right away, which is dangerous, but I just sort of jump up and then get my legs up. You can do it with one arm, you can do it with two, and then you can
Does
walk.
it help to turn your hands out? What happens if you turn
Yeah,
your
I
hands
guess it
quick?
does. I think my shoulders might pop out
If you did it another way?
Sure, you try it, Lori.
Okay, but I have to do it at the wall.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
can't do it.
I can't do it.
the
We'll
wall.
both do it at the wall.
Okay,
just for
ready?
safety. Get your
Okay.
legs up there.
Ready?
Yeah.
So shoulders over the wrist,
Shoulders over the
gaze
wrist.
between the hands,
Keep your arms nice and straight.
and kick up. Okay, now let's see if I can balance from the wall.
You do it with two hands on the floor.
All right, there we go. Thank you for sharing some of your health and fitness secrets with us,
Lori,
Jake.
thank you for having me.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot.
You want to hear one of my secrets?
Oh, for the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, my favorite find of the day today is coconut. Would you like to know
did
why?
you find this coconut yourself?
I picked it in the tree.
Oh.
Do you want to know why I selected coconut?
Because it is a beauty fruit.
It's a beauty food.
Oh.
It's a beauty food that is also in Chinese medicine. It's really good for the health of your lungs.
I love Chinese.
It's got lots of protein. It actually helps if you have any stomach ulcers. It's good for stomach ulcers. It's good for sore throats. And as a singer, that's really important.
Absolutely.
Right? Helps your immune system. It does all kinds of fancy things.
It's a miracle nut.
So, it's a tropical fruit rich in protein.
Right.
Okay.
Food.
So we cut it open. We cut it open, right?
When you do this part, is this just...
You can scrape off the meat. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let's see if we can pour this in here. Oops. Okay, right out of the coconut. Try that.
Mmm.
It's pretty tasty, huh?
Nutty, yet
okay,
fruity.
now, well, you already ate this, so
I
you can
couldn't.
scoop out the meat from the inside. And another secret,
Are you asking or telling?
either one.
Okay.
Go for it.
I just want a little more.
The other secret that's really good.
Is you can paint a face on it when you're alone on an island.
Okay, you take the juice and you take the meat out and you blend it up, and it's the most delicious smoothie you've ever had.
A
right?
meat juice smoothie?
A coconut meat juice smoothie. And if you live in Los Angeles or you're in Los Angeles,
You can buy it instead of making it.
Exactly. And at the Beverly Hills Juice Bar on Beverly Boulevard in La Cienega, one of my favorite places, they have it already made. They juice the coconut and the meat. But anyway, and that's my favorite find of the day, coconuts. How's the coconut?
Delicious. Thank
So
you.
you learned something at Rockstar Health and
I learned a
Fitness.
lot today, actually. I'm really glad.
I think we all did. I want to thank you for coming by.
Thanks.
Thank-
I'd like to thank you for having me, Lori.
I really appreciate it.
I'm really glad I got to be here.
I'm really
spend
glad you did too.
some quality time.
So is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to tell your fans?
If you guys haven't tried this delicious fruit nut called coconut, then go
The beauty food that's good for your lungs?
the beauty food that's good for your lungs.
And there you have it, another episode of Rockstar Health and Fitness. So be sure and join us next week. And until then, remember, it's not a choice, it's a lifestyle. He took the coconut.
I dropped the spoon. It's actually gone. I found it with the coconut.
Thank you.
Do you want? Is it over? Is it showdown?